Hi, I'm Dami, an African fashion designer living in Dubai and a life documenter. Come spend the day with me.
Never thought I'd believe in miracles. You made me realize that you're the only one. Don't need to tell me what the future holds. Oh, I'll be fine, 'cause we'll be laying in the sun. So you can let your hair down. I'll hide all of your worries away.
So today I have with me an amazing friend, and I just wanted her to share our own experience about moving to Dubai, what life feels like living here in Dubai, and everything in between. So guys, say hello. She's from Kenya. Yes. Okay, so our first question would be, what do you love about Dubai?
What do I love most about Dubai? I mean, it's quite the flashy city.
Oh my God! Wow!
I've been able to find a way to exist quietly. But my favorite part, I think, is the convenience. I don't know the last time I was in a supermarket. Like, I just order online and stuff comes to my house. I know this is available in other places as well, but I think I didn't lean into it the way I've leaned into it here. So yeah, I think I appreciate the convenience. I appreciate some systems working better than where I'm from. No shade, I love my country, but yeah, there's definitely a convenience to some of the processes, government processes. So yeah, it's been exciting.
That is interesting. Really. We can get everything at our doorstep.
Absolutely.
Right.
No, but it's also horrible because if you have to learn some level of self-control now, because if anything can come to your doorstep the same day or the next day, then your budget can go out the window. So it's a bit of balance.
It's like raising kids here.
So I think when we moved here, the kids settled the easiest. They went to school and they fit right in. There's lots of activities. It's a hot city, so during summer you might be scared. Oh, my kids like to play outside, but they've really invested in like indoor play areas. There's a lot for kids to do here. There's a lot for kids to get involved in outside school. So yeah, I think the kids are really thriving here. It's built for families. There's open, there's a lot of like open spaces, open green spaces for children to just go and play in a park. So that's been really wonderful.
I totally agree with you, babe. I think for me personally is that I have control over the way I want my kids to be raised.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, and not that there's a government influence somehow. Yes, we have our government regulated things, but I feel like when it comes to discipline or the kind of values you want to instill on your kids, you have control.
Yeah.
Dubai is not that rigid to say your child has to do things in a particular way.
Yeah.
And then aside that, I think everything just pans out. So
Wait, actually, before we move on to the next one, like, do you think that's also just a factor of being away from your usual systems? Like, you're away from Nigeria, so there's no pressure to do things a certain way, the way they would be done in Nigeria, for example. I know that's the case for me.
Yes.
So in terms of that freedom to choose, it's like one of the unspoken benefits of being far from home. Of course, you're away from your usual support system, but
the idea that you can
you really get to decide with a lot less pressure without somebody going like, no, that's not how we do things. So that's the unspoken benefit. A bit controversial, but like I think that's one of the benefits I've had. But also I've realized parenting here for me has been a lot more involving, and maybe it has to do with the support structure that you typically have at home. But man, my days are full with things related to my kids. Like, my kids have a busier calendar than I do.
football training.
Yes, you become chauffeur mom. Yes,
God,
yeah. So there's a lot. There's definitely a lot.
You're an entrepreneur as well, and I've also noticed that this is common for women when we move here. You know,
Yeah.
when I did the series on 5 things you need to know when coming to Dubai, I did mention having a particular skills as women, just in case you don't find that 9 to 5, you have something to fall back on. So tell us, what's your own experience moving to Dubai? How many years now? You tell us, and you're an entrepreneur. Why did you go in that direction? You wanted to work. What happened?
It's a major one. So I came with high hopes.
How many years now? Two.
Almost to like, is it 1.5? Wait. Let's see, we're in 2025. Okay, so 1.5, almost 3 years now. I came with high hopes, with 9 to 5, but then you enter a region. Yeah, I did. I actually did. But then you enter a region, and then there's sometimes expectation that you have region relevant experience. But then also, I got really busy with just being a mom. As I said, like raising kids here was a bit more involving than it was for me back in Nairobi. And so I think that also changed my mindset about whether 9 to 5 is the right fit for me now, particularly given how young my kids are. Exactly. Maybe when they're older, it's probably an option. But then I think that's when I started to really consider just calling me an entrepreneur. But I don't know. I'm still accepting that term. I used to make. Yeah. I am an aspiring. Rather, I'm working to build something. So yeah, I guess you could say I'm an entrepreneur.
Oh, an entrepreneur.
Yeah. So I'm just getting used to the idea of calling myself one. But so I think then I started to think of it as a way to do work that I love in a way that fits with what the other aspects of my life are, like being a mom, or having a family and having time for them and having time to be able to be there for the things that are important to them. So yeah, I think that's how it started out for me. I do know of some people who were able to come in and enter the workforce and do their 9 to 5, and they're pretty happy and they're thriving. So I think I guess it just depends on your circumstances and your family circumstances, where your mind is at, how quickly you're able to get a job, whether it's the job that brings you to Dubai in the first place. Because but I think I'm excited to build something that will be able to work around
Your lifestyle,
my lifestyle.
your current lifestyle.
Yes, and my current priorities, which is my family for now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so to the final question, Wangechi, what advice would you give anyone coming in from Kenya right now?
Yeah.
Maybe they are moving here with family, or even a single coming in to explore options anywhere. What advice would you give based on your experience for the past 1 year plus?
Yeah, I think I'll repeat some advice I was given by a couple I met literally just before I left Nairobi. And so they have had a situation where they've moved across the world and lived in different cities with their kids. And it was basically to be open, not to be so beholden to what idea you had when you were coming here, and literally just explore what the new city you're moving to has to offer you, because in that way you're able to receive and probably do much more than what you had imagined you would be able to do in a particular city. So I'm not saying it's easy. God knows I struggle with it every so often, but I mean, the more open you are. I mean, obviously you have to have your boundaries and just don't go crazy, but like the more open you are to what the city has to offer, I think the better your experience, or the richer and fuller your experience of it will be.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I remember when I came in, I struggled with the food. I could not eat the food.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a proper Naija babe, so
Yeah.
I wanted so I wasn't exploring in the area of food, but I would say 5 years, 6 years down the line,
Yeah.
I felt I bring anything,
Yeah.
I'll eat
Use
it.
anything, yeah.
So actually being open, I think is the best advice that you can give to anyone. Actually, guys, be open to explore places, be open to explore new traditions. I know I say Dubai is a metropolitan city. You have diverse cultures.
Yeah.
Diverse people from different parts of the world living in Dubai. So that's one great opportunity that you have.
Because it's crazy, even with the kids in school, you
Yes.
celebrate Diwali, you celebrate Eid, you celebrate
Yes.
Christmas, you celebrate Chinese New Year.
Yes.
Like it is, as you said, it's everyone from
beautiful
everywhere in the
for
world.
us to be able to explore, that culture, that part of another person here in the city. So thank you so much, babe. I truly
Thank you
appreciate
for
you guys
having
sitting
me.
down with me to
Yeah.
have this chat.
Under duress, though. No, I'm joking.
I hope you guys have fun today. Thank you for tuning in to Damis Diaries. Remember, if you are not subscribed, subscribe, like, share, and see you in the next video. Bye.
I'm too busy, I'm spending all my time with you.